The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. Looking to throw, Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Here's Haskins to throw. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
At their 48-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Coleman. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Campbell on the stop. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Haskins pass.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 33. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Coleman again, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot.
It's a Raven first down.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram.
Number 21.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
By Kendall Fuller. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick is good.
And he's got it up and through. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
46-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 50.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive.
Number 21, Mark Ingram.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Complete to Mark Ingram.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback. Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this throw caught left side, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete.
CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Haskins. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Haskins back to the air. On the screen, this is Coleman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On third and goal, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hill on the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Justice Hill on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Ravens.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Baltimore.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's going to be caught by Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
31-yard line.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Washington.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
48-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Coleman has it here right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Coleman now. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Washington.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
3rd and 2.
Now Haskins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks his last 3 years. He's been to 2 NFC Championship games and the Super Bowl. He wants to carry the Ravens back to the Super Bowl with him.
So an interesting call there to take the 3, and I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This is where, you know, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, you know, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Open man here, Sims, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Haskins going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again, here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Haskins gets him up to the line as quick as he can. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. He'll drop this down to Coleman, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, throw left side, complete. It's Coleman. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. A nice throw there, but he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we